1 2 1 2. Yeah, is that all right? I can hear myself now. Yeah, 1 2 1 2.
Can't turn it up.
rather than be looking through cameras and everything else, okay? So please just enjoy the ceremony and make sure your phones are switched off, please. Thank you very much. Would you please be upstanding for the arrival of the bridal party? Please be seated, everyone. Are you okay? Lovely. Beautiful, by the way. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to this lovely setting of Lyde Court here in Herefordshire, where you have been invited by Matthew and Oonagh to join with them in the celebration of their marriage. And I'm sure that it means a great deal to them to have you all here to share in their special day. My name is Ian Hassel, and as Deputy Superintendent Registrar, it is my very great pleasure to be here today to conduct the marriage ceremony. My good friend and colleague is Becca Hawthorne, and as Registrar, she has the important task of ensuring that the marriage schedule is completed fully and correctly. This will then generate the marriage certificate. So without further ado, I'd like to invite Hannah to come forward, please, to give us our first reading.
So this is Monument by Matthew Smith. The Greeks built monuments to the gods, but I will build a monument to us. Something that survives no matter the odds, strong foundations and an unmovable truss. Towering over the city day and night, dwarfing the modern with its ancient beauty. Casting a shadow in the morning light, for the locals a source of pride, maintaining a duty. Because of all its magic and wonder, jealous nations steal parts to pass as their own. Yet, despite cultural vandals and greedy plunder, our monuments remain, thanks to the love it has shown. Over centuries, it will have many a sight seeker who understand the sands of time make it stronger, not weaker.
Thank you, Hannah. Now, since meeting, Matthew and Oonag's relationship has gone from strength to strength, and promises made to one another privately are to be reaffirmed before us here today. They have called you together to make their commitment clear to you and to call on your acknowledgement and support. This place in which you are now met has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriages, and you are here to witness the joining in matrimony of Matthew and Oonagh. But before that can happen, I must ask that if any person present knows of any lawful impediment to this marriage, then it should be declared now. You'll be pleased to know that laughter doesn't count, so I think we're good to go. So, Matthew, is your full name Matthew Edward Gabrielli Smith?
Yes.
Thank you. And Oonagh, is your full name Oonagh Helen Pennington Wilson?
Yes.
Thank you. Before you are joined in matrimony, I have to remind you of the solemn and binding character of the vows you are about to make. For marriage in this country means the union of two people, voluntarily entered into for life and to the exclusion of all others. Marriage is perhaps the greatest and most challenging adventure of human relationships. No ceremony can create your marriage, only you can do that. Through love and patience, through dedication and perseverance, through talking and listening, helping and supporting, and believing in each other. Through tenderness and laughter, through learning to forgive, learning to appreciate your differences, and by learning to make the most important things matter and to let go of the rest. What this ceremony can do is to witness and affirm the choice you make to stand together as life partners. The most remarkable thing in life is when you meet the person who makes you feel complete, the person who makes the world a beautiful and a magical place, the person with whom you share a bond so special that it transcends normal relationships and becomes something so pure and so wonderful that you can't imagine spending another day of your life without them. In marriage, being the right partner is as important as finding the right partner. Now, Matthew and Oonagh, I'm now going to ask you in turn to declare that you do not know of any legal reason why you should not be married to each other, and it falls to the groom to go first. So, Matthew, would you reply, "I am," to the following question? Are you, Matthew Edward Gabrielli Smith, free lawfully to marry Oonagh Helen Pennington Wilson?
I am.
Thank you. Now, Oonagh, it's your turn. Are you, Oonagh Helen Pennington Wilson, free lawfully to marry Matthew Edward Gabrielli Smith?
Yeah.
And now, the solemn moment has come when Matthew and Oonagh make their formal and legal contract before you all. To acknowledge the importance of this moment, may I ask everyone who is able to stand, please? Now let us pause for a moment on this very special day and think about Matthew and Oonagh and the love they have for each other. reflect on what they both mean to you as a family member or a friend, and turn those thoughts into wishing them a very happy future together with your ongoing love and support. The vows which Matthew and Oonagh are about to exchange will not be entered into unadvisedly, but with respect, love, and commitment in their hearts. Matthew and Oonagh, these vows will join your lives, uniting you as husband and wife. The words are formal and legal, a public pledge of your love, and a promise of lifelong dedication to one another. When two people commit to a marriage, they choose to turn their two lives into one. You have chosen to make this commitment to each other as a means to nurture your love and companionship. Now, would you turn to face each other? Continue holding hands if you want to. Lovely. And would you repeat after me? And again, Matthew, you go first. I, Matthew Edward Gabrielli Smith.
I, Matthew Edward Gabrielli Smith.
Take you, Oonagh Hellington Pennington Wilson.
Take you, Oonagh Helen Pennington Wilson.
To be my wedded wife.
To be my wedded wife.
Now, Oonagh, it's your turn. I, Oonagh Helen Pennington Wilson.
I, Oonagh Helen Pennington Wilson.
Take you, Matthew Edward Gabrielli Smith.
Take you, Matthew Edward Gabrielli Smith.
To be my wedded husband.
To be my wedded husband.
Well done. Please be seated, everyone. Now, if I can ask Christopher to come forward, please, for our second reading.
This is The Day the Sorcerers Came by Neil Gaiman. I'll try and do him justice, but bear with me. That day, the sorcerers landed, hundreds of them, golden, silent, coming down from the sky like great snowflakes. And the people of Earth stood and stared as they descended, waiting dry-mouthed to find out what waited inside for us. And none of us knowing if we would be here tomorrow. But you didn't notice, because that day, the day the sorcerers came, by some coincidence, was the day that the graves gave up their dead, and the zombies pushed up through soft earth and erupted, shambling and dull-eyed, unstoppable, came towards us, the living, and we screamed and ran. But you did not notice this, because on the Sorcerer Day, which was the zombie day, it was Ragnarok also, and the television screen showed us a ship built of dead men's nails, a serpent, a wolf, all bigger than the mind could hold, and the cameraman could not get far enough away, and then the gods came out. But you did not see them coming, because on the Sorcerer Day, zombie, battling God's Day, the floodgates broke, and each of us was engulfed by genies and sprites offering us wishes and wonders and eternities and charm and cleverness and true brave hearts and pots of gold, while giants fee-fo-fummed across the land and killer bees. But you had no idea of any of this, because that day, the Sorcerer Day, the Zombie Day, the Ragnarok and Fairies Day, the day the great winds came and the snows and the cities turned to crystal, the day all plants died, plastics dissolved, the day the computers turned, the screens telling us we would obey, the day angels, drunk and muddled, stumbled from the bars, and all the bells of London were sounded. The animals spoke to us in Assyrian, the Yeti Day, the fluttering capes and arrival of the Time Machine Day. You didn't notice any of this, because you were sitting in your room, not doing anything, not even reading. Not really. Just looking at your telephone, wondering if I was going to call.
Thank you, Christopher. We now come to the part of the ceremony where the couple exchange wedding rings. Now, the wedding ring is a perfect circle, representing wholeness, eternity, and peace. For centuries, the giving and receiving of a ring has been the outward sign of the vows and promises couples have made to one another on their wedding day, as it symbolises unending and everlasting love, and is a tradition which Matthew and Oonagh wish to follow here today. So I can ask James to come forward with the rings, please. Matthew, if you could take the ring for Oonagh and place it on the third finger of her left hand. And repeat after me. I promise to love and to cherish.
I promise to love and cherish.
To respect and to value.
To respect and to value.
To be loyal and faithful.
To be loyal and faithful.
never to falter
never to falter,
through times of joy
through times of joy
and times of sorrow,
and times of sorrow,
to be sincere, honest and true,
to be sincere, honest and true,
till death do us part.
to death do us part.
Well done. And now, Oonagh, if you could take the ring for Matthew and place it on the third finger of his left hand. And repeat after me. I promise to love and to cherish,
I promise to love and to cherish,
to respect and to value,
to respect and to value,
to be loyal and faithful,
to be loyal and faithful,
never to falter
never to falter,
through times of joy
through times of joy
and times of sorrow,
and times of sorrow,
to be sincere, honest and true,
to be sincere, honest and true,
till death do us part.
till death do us part.
Now this is what I wish for you both today. Today is a day you will always remember, the greatest in anyone's life. You'll start off the day just two people in love and end it as husband and wife. It's a brand new beginning, the start of a journey, with moments to cherish and treasure. And although there'll be times when you both disagree, these will surely be outweighed by pleasure. You'll have heard many words of advice in the past, when the secrets of marriage were spoken, but you know that the answers lie hidden inside, where the bond of true love lies unbroken. So live happy forever as lovers and friends. It's a new life for you. As you stand there together with love in your eyes, from the moment you whisper, I do. And with luck, all your hopes and your dreams can be real. May success find its way to your hearts. Tomorrow can bring you the greatest of joys, but today is the day that it all starts. Now, Matthew and Oonagh, your marriage has now joined your lives as a partnership. May you treasure this trust and responsibility. The declarations you have made are the ones prescribed by law, as you have made a solemn and binding contract with each other in the presence of your witnesses, your families, and your friends. And it now gives me the very greatest of pleasure to be able to announce that you are now husband and wife. Many congratulations. Well, I think we can safely say that everyone's delighted for you. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to hand over to my colleague Becca for the signing of the schedule, during which time there'll be some music playing, so feel free to talk amongst yourselves, and then we'll come together for the conclusion of the ceremony after. Thank you very much. Have a seat. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Thank you. Just before we end the ceremony today, I'd just like, on behalf of Becca and myself, to wish you many, many congratulations and wish you both a very long and happy life together.
Thank you.
Now, I'm sure you'll have a wonderful time celebrating here this afternoon. And although the sun's not shining at this moment, I hope it will shine on you both for the rest of your lives. Here, here, exactly. So, if we could please stand and put our hands together, and the people in the front rows will have their petals ready to throw over the lovely couple as they come up the aisle. So can I please put your hands together and welcome the newlyweds, Matthew and Oonagh. Oh,